Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Mind of an Empath here. In today's video, I will be discussing empathic illness. I'm going through some health issues right now, and I remembered that Dr. Judith Orloff wrote about empathic illness in her book, The Empath Survival Guide. I have been dealing with autoimmune diseases and chronic pain disorders since I was a teenager. As a matter of fact, I was diagnosed with gallbladder disease, fibromyalgia, ulcers, IBD, and chronic fatigue syndrome at 18. If I knew I was an empath back then, I truly believe my health wouldn't be so bad today. So I did some research with the hope that this information may help someone else dealing with empathic illnesses. Empaths have an extraordinary capacity for union. They're great in a crisis. They make gifted, intuitive healers. They see others deeply, well beyond the surface. And they have a magnetic quality that draws people to them. Yet, flanking these positive aspects of being an empath are several shadow aspects. Physical empaths can actually feel the pain of others. This can affect our lives, especially if we are often around people in pain. An emotional empath can feel the emotions of others. When all of those negative emotions build up within with no release, they can wreak havoc on the body. Personally, I am both a physical and emotional empath. According to Dr. Judith Orloff, empathic illnesses are those in which you manifest symptoms that are not your own. A person doesn't just get empathic illness from being an empath. At first, they're usually fine. Then they start to show minor symptoms, and if left untreated, these symptoms progress and get worse. If you're an empath, there's a strong chance that you feel sick and fatigued more often than other people do. You might take on other people's emotions as well as their physical illness or pain. Or you may fall victim to various illnesses because you're bombarded energetically from all sides all the time. For example, if you spend too much time around a depressed person, you will take on symptoms of depression. Discovering that you are a physical empath can be a revelation. Rest assured, says Dr. Orloff, you are not crazy. You are not a malingerer or a hypochondriac. You are not imagining things, though your doctor might treat you like a nuisance. You are a sensitive person with a gift that you must develop and successfully manage. Many empaths and intuitives have chronic health problems like digestive issues, back problems, headaches, low energy, hormonal problems, and depression because they don't know how to set healthy energetic boundaries. Empaths pick up on others' emotions and even their direct inner experience so rapidly that it's hard to identify what has happened. As a result, a large part of your anxiety, depression, chronic pain, and immune issues can belong not to you, but to someone else. And just like your nervous system and physical body, your emotional body and immune system struggle with boundaries. They have difficulty discerning what's you and what's not. Being an empath is a wonderful gift if you use it right. But when you're unconsciously tapping into people's energy and don't know you're doing it, you're overloading your energy field. This lowers your immune response and adrenal function and makes you feel stressed, tired, and drained. Although it can be difficult because of our innate need to help people, we must set healthy boundaries and stay rooted in our own energy. We have the habit of taking on other people's energy and emotions, and this pollutes our own energy and can make us sick. From physical distance and energetic barriers to nourishment and other self-care methods, there's a variety of different things you can do to protect yourself. Illness often manifests due to the buildup of stress and negativity in our bodies, so actively releasing it can help ward off all kinds of issues. One way is to learn to balance energy. This takes energy which is intense and instead focuses it in a calm way. That way the emotion can still be felt, but it takes the edge off it. It is also immensely helpful to develop the ability to convert energy. You need to be able to take one kind of energy and turn it into another. This is easily done with simple energy manipulation. Pull energy into yourself, change it to another type of energy, and push it out. Pull energy into yourself and calm it, then push it out. Crystals can be helpful in this process. You can also just sit and meditate and mess with the energy inside yourself. It really doesn't take much time. It just takes constant practice. Ideally, you want to spend 10 to 15 consecutive minutes every day practicing. Realistically though, if you aren't having any problems, 15 minutes a week should be enough to keep you well. If you are suffering from empath illness, try to practice 10 minutes or more every day, at least until you're feeling well. Practicing detachment is a very important thing that an empath can learn to do. Detachment doesn't mean just shutting down and not caring about anyone or anything. Rather, it means not getting personally involved in every difficult situation that people come to you about. We empaths tend to draw a lot of wounded, suffering souls to us because we feel so much compassion for them. Feeling someone else's energy, we know how much they hurt and we want to help however we can. As such, many of us feel the need to step in and fix whatever is damaging them, troubling them, or otherwise going wrong in their lives. We hate to see anyone suffering. This is why setting healthy boundaries is particularly problematic for a lot of empaths. Many people feel so much better after unloading their hurt and sorrow onto an empath and get resentful when they're no longer permitted to do so. That's why learning to say no, I'm sorry, I can't right now, is one of the most difficult things an empath has to learn to do. Not only do we end up feeling like complete jerks for seemingly abandoning those we care about when they're hurting, but some people will often lash out at us for doing so. That can be devastating to people who are particularly sensitive. The empath may feel like their own needs are irrelevant compared to what the other people need or want of them, and thus put their own well-being on the back burner. What ends up happening? We get sick. This is why we need to create healthy boundaries and stick to them. Furthermore, we need to express those boundaries to others in a gentle but firm manner. It is important to note that the people in our lives who accept and support those boundaries and those who get resentful and abusive about them. Another method that I find very useful is crystals. Crystals are great for dispelling negativity. Many empaths feel that using crystals help them to boost their protective energy. Crystals are my favorite form of protection and they are great mood stabilizers. If you have a strong affinity with stones, consider carrying a couple in your pockets. You can also wear them as pendants or bracelets, as direct skin contact can help you feel their positive effects as they whisk negative energy away from you and your immediate environment. If you're interested in working with protective crystals, I'll add a list in the description. Pick up a few of these stones and spend time sitting with them individually. Meditate while holding them and see how each one makes you feel. Then select the ones that you have the strongest affinity for and try holding them in different combinations. Every person will have different affinities for various stones, and you will be able to determine which will work best for you after spending solid time getting to know them. Once you've found your protective combination, you can keep those stones close to you at all times to amplify your energetic defense. Just remember that many of these stones absorb negativity along with deflecting or dispelling them. As such, they need to be cleansed properly on a regular basis. Staying anchored or rooted in your own energy by being mindful of your body along with a regular chakra cleanse is another way to protect your energy. You can stay anchored in your own energy by focusing your attention on your body and trying as much as you can to always have some of your attention focused on an area of your body. For example, focus on your breathing and the way your chest rises and falls. This keeps you in your body and anchored in your own energy. Empaths and intuitives also need time alone. We need to regularly withdraw from the world and process our own thoughts and emotions. Because empaths have the ability to tap into other people's thoughts and feelings, we need to take time out to make sure we feel the way we do because we're feeling this way, not because we're feeling someone else's feelings. Life can get very murky and cloudy if we lack clarity around what is our stuff and what is other people's stuff. Take regular timeouts to stay healthy, clear, and vital. Choose a type of exercise that engages your mind, body, and breath work. Yoga can really help with this, as can Tai Chi or even weight training. As your physical body and protective energy barriers get stronger, your immunity to empathic pain and sickness will intensify as well. Water is unbelievably helpful when it comes to helping you release unwanted energy. How you choose to use it is up to you, as different techniques work for different people. Water can invigorate you, filling you with positive energy and surrounding you with liquid light. Use salts, scents, oils, and set an intention. Allow all that positivity to wash over you in a healing, protective embrace. In warmer weather, swimming in a river or lake can also be a great option. It is also very important to honor your empathic sensitivities and avoid things that make you ill. There's absolutely nothing wrong with opting out of situations that make you feel terrible. Some people might try to make you believe that exposing yourself to certain scenarios will help to desensitize you, but it rarely happens that way. In fact, overexposure to toxic environments will make you more sensitive over time, not less. Think of exposure to negative energy sort of like exposure to radiation. You will be okay if it's only in occasional small amounts, but if you are exposed to it too often, you'll become very ill. Having a daily empath balancing practice improves our relationships with ourselves. It juices our creative process, improves emotional regulation, deepens our work life, and enhances our physical health. Remember that you are an incredibly complex mind, body, spirit entity, and building up your tolerance to empathic illness and pain requires strengthening all those aspects. Keep the healthy boundaries you establish, treat your body as sacred, honor your abilities, and take as much downtime as you need. Although being an empath can be exhausting, it's also a rare gift. It's just a matter of learning the self-care and protective techniques that work best for you.